All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there, spread this truth in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to the real sisters out there. All right, I wanted to. And shalom to. Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. Let me rewind that actually. Scratch that, go back. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Who look like, what do they look like? The, hopeful elect, the 144K Akim, and, as well as the 1/3, the rest of the 1/3, man, who can't go out there and prophesy, because, they're, they have a disability that prevents them, it just wasn't their lot around this, wasn't their lot to do so, And as well as the believing women and children who, of course, can't prophesy, you know, shalom, shalom, shalom to y'all. And let me get started on this subject. Hey, Eve, you wanted equality, right? You wanted equality, right? Right? Whoa, no shit. Be careful. Be careful what you wished for. Be careful what you wished for. You gotta, you got these devils. They're mandating the Salakia. Scratch that. I misspoke. You got these devils. They're mandating Salakia. I misspoke. Let me get my thoughts together. They're putting, basically no, it is. They're about to mandate that you Eves, sign up for the draft. Register for selective service. Just like men got to do in this country. And hey, all I can say about that is that hey, you asked for it, and you got it. you know, now. Hey, be careful what you wish for. Really, it's Mashapati, his judgment. For you, for you, for you Eves, because y'all a bunch of demons, man. You don't want to submit to your man, so you sold him out for welfare and shit. And then you walk around with no taking no accountability for what y'all do, man. Being hoes and sluts. Finessing dudes. Finessing dudes. Finessing dudes being hoes and sluts. And blaming men for everything. And then at the same time claiming equality with or superiority or over men and shit. So now, hey, this is your judgment, man. This is judgment. let me get into this article. And yeah, using the avatar this time because, I don't look best right now and shit, but I wasn't, I was gonna, how I look though. I'd be on the highways and byways and posted videos with my face. So, y'all know how I look. You see me before. So, yeah. Let me get into this article right here. I was using the damn, not able to use the AZ recorder because they be on some shit. Let me, basically Satan be hindering. But let me, no, let me address this little point first because, this is a part of the situation that I've been. No, it's basically like I'm in a situation with this brother. I'm not gonna like call him out by name, but if he was to come across this video, he would know what I'm talking about. With like, and it's probably others who think this way as well. But just cause basically like thinks I'm even and shit. I think I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm even. You know, because because I don't move like you know, basically I don't move like a lot of brothers that like the brothers that basically don't have play in their mind, shit like that. Don't have demons fucking with their head and shit. And let me get and also I'm a speckled bird, so I don't look like the average Jake either. That shouldn't be a problem if you in the truth. You already know that. That doesn't determine your looks, do not determine your race. But also, brothers are being hit with different curses. So I want brothers are being hit with different curses. It's not just the usual curses that they're gonna hit every brother like that. Some other brothers get hit with other curses. But yeah, let me address that real quick. Malachi 1:14. But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and revileth and sacrificed unto Yahweh a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith Yahweh of hosts. My name is dreadful among the heathen. So his name is, the whole point to this is his name. Me bringing out this verse is his name is dreadful among the heathen. And meaning, they basically, they can't call on it, man. They know it, the elites, but they can't call on it, which is why, for example, Amalek, the 1948ers, they claim to be us, right? Why they call, instead of calling on the name, they call on Hashem. This is why. Oh. Okay, Khan, still on. See, a heathen. I wasn't saying that to prove a point, but it proves the point. You know, the heathen they're not gonna a heathen is not gonna call on the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man, because their name is dreadful. Anyways, stop here. Take care of a bug. But anyways, let me get back on it. Daniel 12 and 10 also this too, man. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, you know, meaning pure, right? But the wicked, for anyone that would trip over that, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So none of the wicked shall understand. You know, these devils, you know, they're Esau, Edom, they're the wicked, you know, that the Bible speaks of. You know, says right there, none of the wicked shall understand. And even the wicked 2/3, they're not going to get it on this side, which is why they're going to get cut off. So if you understand it, if you get this truth, not only are you a Jake, not only are you an Israelite, you know you could be of the elect, man. If you endure, you know what the wise shall understand is the elect. You know, and these devils, you know, they're children of fools as well, man. So that shows you right there. They're not gonna understand. You know, and it's different curses that's hitting brothers, man. It's not just your average regular schmegular curses, man. Being in the hood and all that, you know. And you also got others. I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 28 and 28. Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. You know, and yeah, that goes into the philosophies that our people, you know, accept, and they eat it up, and they're bugged out philosophy, so it causes them to move in a bugged out way, you know, to be stricken with madness. But it's also, you know, literally means that as well, man. You know, you have a lot of Jakes that, you know, they also struggle with mental illnesses, plagues of the mind, man. You know, yeah, you know, plague of the heart, which the word there is lab, meaning mind, you know. You know, give me no plague but the plague. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, right? Get that. Me any plague but the plague of the heart. Mm-hmm. Ecclesiastes 25 and 16. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. Mm-hmm. And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You know, right there. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. You know, the mind. Because the mind is deceitful above all things. You know, the heart, the word there is la, meaning mind. So it's the mind that's deceitful above all things. So a plague of the mind, you know, would be very damaging. But hold on. Okay, Khan, I'm still live. Kala Yalba Shim Yawashaiba Shim Rakakadash for that. And we're still under these these curses, still under these curses. Even that curse. Even though we're not as bugged out as somebody in the world, because, we know who he is. We know we're under these curses. We know who the devil is, all that. Okay, we know what's about to happen. But still, we're still under these curses till Yahushua comes back and takes all these curses off and restores us to our first estate. But let me get Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Right now, we are bearing the indignation of the Most High Yahweh, man. So we're still going through curses. Including those lesser known curses, But yeah, I just want to touch on that subject because it had to be addressed. But anyways, let me get into the subject at hand. The subject that was basically the title of this live and shit. All right, so you women, man, you Eves, you're getting what you wished for, man. You said you swore up and down that you either equal or really, really superior to the man, right? You could do everything a man can and then some, right? Because that's really, what it is. We know what it is. So, we're that's really what y'all believe. So, you're more equal than the man, right? So, we gonna see, right? We gonna see. And we gonna see pretty soon. I got an article from hold on. Got an article from Politico, 3 days ago, published 3 days ago. It's about them, changing up the selective service standards, man. Adding new women to it, to the requirement to register. Let me get into it. House panel backs requiring women to register for the draft. The House Armed Services Committee vote follows a similar vote in the Senate to expand the selective service system to include women. The House Armed Services Committee on Wednesday voted to require women to register for the military draft, making change one step closer to becoming law after senators endorsed the move this summer. During late night deliberations on the committee's annual defense policy bill, lawmakers voted Salakia. Lawmakers voted Salakia for it. Salakia. It's hey. Part of that fiery trial, man. A part of them curses was still under them curse. Let me get back into this. During late night deliberations on the committee's annual defense policy bill, lawmakers voted 35 to 24 to adopt an amendment from Representative Chrissy Houlihan, Democrat, Pennsylvania, to expand registration for the Selective Service System beyond MET. The move caps off a contentious debate and could stir up conservative opposition to the National Defense Authorization Act, which authorizes defense spending and lays out military policy. Several Republicans broke ranks to help Democrats to adopt the amendment. Calls to broaden the poll for a potential draft to all Americans, not just men, have grown as the Pentagon opened all military combat roles to women in 2015. Advocates of the change also contend the current system is discriminatory. "Quote unquote, it's past time," said Houlihan, an Air Force veteran. "Women make up over 50% of our population, and not including them in the Selective Service is not only a disservice to these women, but also to our nation as a whole," quote unquote. If the provision remains in the defense bill and passes on the House floor, the change has a high chance of becoming law. The Senate Armed Services Committee adopted a similar provision in its defense bill, which awaits a floor vote. Current law requires that American men register for the Selective Service when they turn 18, though there hasn't been a military draft in more than 4 decades. The law, however, remains on the books should the U.S. need to conscript men into the service in a time of war. One Republican supporter, Representative Michael Waltz of Florida, a former Army Green Beret, warned that the military would need a much broader pool of recruits in the event of a national emergency so grave, quote unquote, that it requires a draft. "Quote unquote, if it's so grave that we gotta go to a draft, we need everybody," Waltz said. "Quote unquote, we need men, women, so-called gay, straight, any religion, so-called black, so-called white, brown. We need everybody, all hands on deck," quote unquote. So you look at, why, basically their justifications for it. They're saying basically, you got Houlihan saying that, it's about time for basically for you Eves to basically pull your weight. It's a disservice to you Eves to not include you. That feminist argument, right? But also, that in that feminism, you've seen the end result of feminism. And you Eves, man, you're gonna see that that shit wasn't even worth it to begin with, man. You're gonna you're gonna go from shit. Okay. Hey, Kala, how about Shimmy outside, but Shimmy Kakadashi still alive. Y'all gonna go from I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man. Y'all gonna go from that, and I can do everything a man can do, and basically, how y'all are right now, right? Y'all gonna go from that to straight to the submissive wife. Straight to that. when they call for a draft, they're gonna be like, hey, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. You gonna see it. Hold on. Let me get. Matter of fact, let me get that. A man shall be a hiding place from the wind. A man shall be his hiding place from the wind. Yep. Isaiah 32:2. And the man shall be as a hiding place. Let me see if there's any. Okay, Salakia. Isaiah 32:2. And the man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a culvert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You know, so that day, you know, y'all see, y'all gonna throw feminism right out the window. Fuck that shit. That's how y'all gonna be. You know, because it's gonna work to your disadvantage. But hey, only the sincere sisters is gonna be saved. The rest of you women, shit. Uncle Esau is calling. I don't want to get into what this Republican politician, Republican Representative Michael Waltz of Florida, he said, which is more in line with the real reason why they've been pushing for this, and why they basically, they're trying to, hey, they're gonna, man, they're gonna. It's a matter of time. We're gonna run this through. You could see, see the push. If it's so grave that we have to go to the, the military would need a much broader pool of recruits in the event of a quote-unquote national emergency so grave that it requires a draft. Yep, quote-unquote, if it's so grave that we gotta go to a draft, we need everybody. And that's it right there, man. Esau, he's gonna basically when he starts that war, man. When he starts that war, he's gonna that war to end all wars, right? World War III, Armageddon. He's gonna need everybody he can basically get a hold of, to basically to be that cannon fodder, man. and hey, that includes you Eves, man. Y'all thought your privilege, that little privilege that y'all had, in the society was gonna stop that from happening. You really thought the serpent, had your back and shit. Nah. Nah, it wasn't like that, Eve. So, man, you finna find that out. You finna find that out. You be sent out there. You're gonna be sent out there to what is now called the Middle East. fighting Esau's wars along, along the man. Hey, really, y'all gonna be spoils of war, man. Y'all gonna be spoils of war, man. Or the Ishmaelites. No, Ishmael, like a brother brought out, GMS, I don't know what his channel is called. GMS, GMS, GMS Witness of GMS Inland Empire 2. GMS Inland Empire 2. That he was bringing out. I don't know if he was an elder brother or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, like he was bringing out, right? Y'all gonna be like spoils of war, man. Y'all are gonna be spoils of war, man. What are women? What's another word for spoils of war, man? Booty. That's what y'all gonna be for the Ishmaelites, man. So-called Arabs and Elamites, so-called Iranians, Afghans, Pakistanis. So all of them is gonna basically, hey, they finna click up with China and shit. Be Russian shit. The Russians too. Gonna be booty for them and shit. Hey, man. And this is another way Micah 7 and 10 is gonna come to pass. It's another way it's gonna happen. Micah 7 and 10. Shut the fuck up. Micah 7 and 10. And she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall now behold her, now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets. Hey, because, you Eves, man. Feminism in Hollywood may have taught you that, you do got it like that. You could be Wonder Woman and shit, G.I. Jane and shit. That you got it like that, but that's just Hollywood. And feminist propaganda, really. He ain't actually got it like that. Y'all ain't Amazonian warriors. He ain't got it like that. Y'all gonna be spoils of war, man. Like the brother brought out, man, the Ishmaelites over there, man. Shit, they got IG, bro. You think they got IG over there? They see y'all Eves, twerking and shit, throwing it back. They got OnlyFans. You don't think they see y'all Eves and shit? You don't think Muhammad seen y'all Eves and shit? Hey. Hey, you finna find out. Hold up. This is how also this is gonna happen. Isaiah 13 You Eves, y'all really fell in love with this system. You joined yourself to this devil. Okay, yeah, because America is going to be getting their ass handed to them in the wars, yo. Isaiah 13 and 14, and it shall be as the chase roll. Let me get straight to the point. Verse 15, because we know that. Verse 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Mm-hmm. It includes y'all. And also this, verse 16, their children shall be dashed, also shall be dashed to pieces. Before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled. You have this too. This is another way that this is going to happen as well. And their wives ravished. These female soldiers, man, they get taken as POWs and shit. Think they just going to have them sitting around? Nah. Behold, hey, you're going to be coming against the modern day Medes. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Not going to give a fuck. There's another way that's going to happen as well, man. When you Eves get taken as POWs in the wars and shit. Man, this is correct. Oscar De La Hoya, man, the so-called Mexican that sold out. So-called Mexican boxer that sold out, man. Took the jab. Shit shit two took two hey took two doses. uh took 2 doses of the Beetlejuice. Like the apostle put it. Yo, he got that breakthrough that breakthrough 1984 edition. Just not just not thy enemy. Let me get it. Hold on. Isaiah 19 and 14. Yahweh had mingled, oh yeah, it is, a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yep, they literally giving out, putting a woman in the front, in the front line. Shit, they gone, man. Shit, they putting their women out there in the battlefield. It spoils the war. They tripping. Verse 15, because they gonna put their own women out there as well, as well as our women. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do going into them. The economic collapse. Verse 16, in that day shall, and you already see it happening. Before I get this, you already see it happening, that economic collapse, and inflation. The pandemic is basically it's basically it's fucking these small businesses up financially and shit. And it fucked up the damn basically the supply chain as well and shit, causing shortages. And let me get verse 16 the point. And the day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear, because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So there you go. Both the most of the men as well as the military being made up of women as well. Literally, Egypt being like unto women. This is Egypt all over again. It's Sodom and Egypt spiritually, so it applies here. They're you Eves, that survived that, y'all gonna be sent to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. A true suicide mission. A mission impossible. Not mission accomplished, mission impossible. As well as, some of y'all might, because they're going to try this first, since some of y'all enforce the martial law here as well. During the race wars and all that. When you're going to have Judah being a terror unto Egypt and shit. You Eves, man, as well as you Babylonian women in general, but we don't care about the heathen, just about our people. But you Eves, man, you through, man. But yeah. What else I can get? All right, so with that, I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there. Spread this truth like wildfire in all truth and in all sincerity. And shalom to the real sisters out there who run that back. Shalom to the rest of the elect. You just say that. Shalom and shalom to the rest of the elect, the men, women, and children who believe, but hey, the men who can't, who believe, but you know they not able to go out there in the highways and byways, you know, due to disabilities and shit, you know, to stop them. And but they believe, you know, they're sincere, and if they could, they would. And you know, as well as women and children that believe. And you know, whether they look like the people on the 12 tribe chart, so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, or not. You get this truth, you're a Jake. If you can call the names, you're a Jake. All right, shalom. Stay strong. You know, abide. Babal, death to Babylon, which is America. Death to the Edomites, these devils. The self-proclaimed so-called white man that, you know, he's our top adversary, Satan. No, Abad, Ha-Adawamium, Abad La-Adwamium, you know, dead to Abad, Abad La-Gwayum, you know, dead to these fucking heathens that took part in our oppression and still do and benefit from it greatly while making it worse. You know, basically the co-conspirators from Psalm 83, man. You know, the shit they along with the so-called white man, you know, they exploit our people. You know, death to them, man. And they make our situation worse. Death, licking the wounds. Death to them, man. They gonna pay. No, you devils is gonna pay 1,000 years Kane Gang and the Chain Gang to the Chain Gang. And then hey, y'all, the new Death Row, man. Hey, Kane Gang, the new Death Row, and the Chain Gang for 1,000 years. Then, you know, death by incineration. Bonfire. And then for you, hey, Obadiah 1:18. Jacob shall be on the house of Jacob, really talking about Judah, shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame. And they shall, let me get Obadiah 1:18. Chain Gang, the new Death Row to the Chain Gang. Death Row, they the new Death Row. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, has spoken it. Yep. Like, this prophecy is gonna happen. And you heathens, you're gonna serve 1,000 years, in chain gang as well. Then y'all gonna be put back in your lands under our rule, man. Then y'all finna be in the house arrest. 1,000 years hardcore slavery, hard labor, and chain gang, chain gang, chain gang, pain gang. Then pay for bullshit that y'all did, build up our kingdom along with Esau. Then it's not gonna be as bad as Esau, Edom's sentence. Then y'all gonna get put back in your land, basically like being sent back to your crib, but under house arrest. It'll be under us. Never will another nation other than the nation of Israel rule the world, or have that top position in the world. So after Esau, Edom, after the Babylonian Edomites, the U.S. Edomites ruling, that's the last, after the revived Roman Empire ruling, ain't no more Edomite kingdoms ruling, Russian Edomites is going to be destroyed too. And, hey, you heathens don't got next. China don't got next, India don't got next, Iran don't got next, etc. Right? You heathens don't got next. Yasharallah got next. The end of Jacob is the end of the Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of the next. As Ezra's second Ezra 6 and 9. So with that, and the saints shall possess the kingdom, and have it forever. Daniel's 2 and 44, roughly, basically, roughly paraphrasing it. So, shit. So with that, that's you 2/3 as well. You're gonna die of death by pain, a brutal death on this side, and then come back on the next side with your mind right. All right, so yeah, because only the elect is going to be delivered on this side. You 2/3 are a bunch of heathens on this side, so you're going to die to death. But all Israel shall be saved, so you're going to come back in the kingdom, through the loins of the elect. And y'all gonna be our sons and daughters. Yaharat one of the elect. Hope to be of that number. Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. Stay strong and hey, 2/3 of see you wouldn't want to be you type shit, right? Hope I'm not one of y'all. Stay strong and hopeful elect. This live, was for y'all. Any elect out there that still out in the world, basically a curtain call for them. We're almost at the end of this thing. Shalom, stay strong. Hey, we see the sign. Shalom, stay strong, and it ain't Wakanda forever. It's Yasharallah forever. Shalom.